Hey guys, welcome back. And today we're going to use um, here paper. Zero folds. You have a piece of paper that's 0.1 millimeter thick. Fold. Your paper is now 0.2 millimeters tall, the thickness of a strand of human hair. Your paper is now 0.4 millimeters tall, the width of a grain of sand. 0.8 millimeters tall, the width of a pencil tip. 1.6 millimeters tall, the thickness of a strand of spaghetti. 3.2 millimeters tall, the height of a ladybug. 6.4 millimeters tall, the thickness of a sunflower seed. 12.8 millimeters tall, the length of a coffee bean. 25.6 millimeters tall, the width of a penny. 51.2 millimeters tall, the height of a chicken egg. 20. Oh, wait. When it says the width of a penny, does it mean from here to here or from here to here? Like, like actual width or depth? Your paper is now 10.2 centimeters tall. It's now the height of a hummingbird. 20.5 centimeters tall, the height of a basketball. 41 centimeters tall, the height of a bowling pin. 81.9 centimeters tall, the height of a cheetah. 1.6 meters tall, it's now the height of an average woman. 3.3 meters tall, the length of a Volkswagen Beetle. 6.6 meters tall, the height of a giraffe. 13.1 meters tall, about the height of an oak tree. 26.2 meters tall, the length of a blue whale. 52.4 meters tall, the wingspan of a Boeing 747. 104.9 meters tall, the height of the Statue of Liberty. 209.7 meters tall, the height of the Gateway Arch. 419.4 meters tall, taller than the Eiffel Tower. 838.9 meters tall as the Burj Khalifa. 1.6 kilometers tall, the length of the Kentucky Derby. 3.4 kilometers tall, the length of Central Park. 6.7 kilometers tall, the length of the Las Vegas Strip. 13.4 kilometers tall, taller than Mount Everest. 26.8 kilometers tall, deeper than the Mariana Trench. 53.7 kilometers tall, about the length of Rhode Island. 107.4 kilometers tall. The all Okay, this is the altitude at which space begins, but this is altitude. 214.7 kilometers tall, longer than the Suez Canal. The Suez Canal is twice as long as twice as big as the altitude at which space begins. 429.5 kilometers tall, as long as the Grand Canyon. 859 kilometers tall, 500 laps around Indianapolis Motor Speedway. 1,718 kilometers tall, longer than California. 3,436 kilometers tall, longer than the diameter of Pluto. 6,872 kilometers tall, about the diameter of Mars. 13,744 kilometers tall, distance from New York to Sydney. The distance from New York to Sydney is twice as big as the diameter of Mars. Earth is huge compared to Mars. 27,488 kilometers tall, so enough to wrap around the Earth. Mm. Wait, that's half the Earth? Oh, also the south to north, but just this times two is so that to wrap around the Earth. 54,976 kilometers, longer than the diameter of Neptune. I thought Neptune was bigger than that. 109,951 kilometers tall, the diameter of Saturn without its rings. 219,902 kilometers tall, the diameter of Proxima Centauri, a red star. Okay, I'm discovering that some things are absolutely huge and some things are absolutely tiny. Your paper is now 439,805 kilometers tall. Congratulations! After only 42 folds, your piece of paper has reached the moon. How is the distance to the moon twice as big as the diameter of a star? What? Okay, bye.